Yeah, but it's really funny. ANTM, like Amy was saying, to me, it did sort of feel like, even though obviously it wasn't like a gay show about, you know, it's not like Queer Eye, right? Where it's like a gay show, but it felt like a show that was on primetime television. Um, and like every person watched it, and like we did have that queer representation through you, and through other Jay, and through some of the contestants, and it felt like it was so normalized for that time to have like amazing queer people. And that's why we're so excited to have you today. Just had to let you know.
My thank you, but because for me it wasn't normal. For me it wasn't normal,
Right.
and I never had an issue with who I was since birth. I mean, I came out of uterus being who I was. So I mean, for me, it was just I never and I didn't think it was anything. I've been having issues. People say, I've never been beaten up because I was gay, because I cross dressed or dressed in drag. I just went through life just being and doing me. And that's why I was
Mhm.
end my comments with that. It's very like, just be fierce, be fabulous, be and do you. Um, and it was normal for me. I'm number 7 of 10 kids.
Wow.
Wow.
I grew up in the South Bronx in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it was just me just being and doing me. I just did my thing. So therefore,
Mhm.
all these struggles that people have coming out, I never had those struggles. I never had those stories. I don't have those being chased from school by boys because I was gay. It was like, because I'll whip your ass. I mean, Miss J, I like to fight. So, I mean, it's a thing with me. But I've never had those issues with my sexuality on, oh my God. So it's just bizarre for me when people, I mean, I'm honored and I'm tickled when fans come up to me in the street and they say, oh my God, you've been such an inspiration to me. And I'm kind of going, I accept it and I receive it and I
Mhm.
thank them. But in my head, I keep thinking it was probably more difficult for me to growing up gay than it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So what was I doing different? And I can't answer that question other than just being myself,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
if it makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys are from a little small town. People can say, "Oh, that's because you come from New York City." No, but I lived up in the hood,
Mm-hmm.
and I would
Mhm.
get on the subway train with a raccoon foxtail coat on
Mm-hmm.
that I made from. I went and just bought these scraps of raccoon tails, forgot for how much a tail, and I pinned them all into a coat to make it fashion. You know, I wear coochie cutters, I wear hot pants. I mean, I
What's a coochie cutter?
girl call up and coochie cutters. Your shorts are so cut. Your shorts are so short they cut them in your coochie. and and
Right.
in my shirts up around my waist. I mean, I remember I went for a job, which is a really great story. People laugh about it. I went for a job with my friend Jennifer Brown. I'll forget it. She said, "Let's go get a job for the Fresh Air Fund, summer job." And I thought, yeah, because that way I can go buy my own school clothes and buy what I wanted. And I went down, big afro, picked, and it was just perfect shape. And I wore the blue and white striped shirt tied at the waist, the coochie cutters, the jeans cut off short, and the Hercules sandals. And I kind of went in and I filled the application. And, in the end, done. About 10 days later, Jennifer got the call to come down to fill out her information, her paperwork, because she got hired. She
Mhm.
said, "Did you get the call?" I said, "No, I didn't get the call yet, girl. I didn't get the call." She said, "Yeah." And I was maybe 15, 16. I said, "I didn't get the call." She said, "You didn't get it?" So, well, I'm going to go down and I'm going to ask them. They
Oh, oh,
contact you. Why? And she
yeah.
asked him, and the man said to her, "We didn't hire him." This could be my first taste of gay discrimination in a really odd,
Mhm.
off kind of way. He said, "We didn't hire him because we thought that he might be gay and the parents would get upset."
Hmm.
Your parents
Yeah.
would get upset?
Yeah, that they hired a gay counselor, for the it was summer camp.
Oh, okay.
And then I said, as Miss J does, "But I am gay."
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know, okay, well, fine. I went apply for another job and got another job.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But you know, it was just really those really like, huh? What? You think I am? Nothing. It's not a thought I am. It's just clear. I mean, hello.
Yeah.
I went in there kind of feeling my moment, you know, having that
Right.
moment. And
Mm-hmm.
I've never experienced even that, which maybe later in the show. I don't know if you edit how you do this, what you guys to do, but knowingly in Ireland, I experienced it going to a gay bar at 9, 10 at night, and I was told they looked at me and said, we're closed, and just shut the door.
At a gay bar?
In Ireland,
Wow.
in Dublin. And then I experienced racism openly in home in Paris, going to the store, and a man being very angry that I came in and wouldn't let me try anything on. I just have to buy it. And that was a moment. But here in New York City, I really never really experienced anything knowingly, outwardly that was like, oh, that's what that was. Because I just kind of, well, you know, la, 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 I just kind of go through.
Just didn't see it.
Yeah. Well, if
Or chose to move past it or something.
Yeah.
well, I think the thing that I chose to move past was that thing at summer camp. You know that, but other than that, I've never experienced, never that I can remember going in, not having any of those issues. Not that I was normally I would confront it,
Mm-hmm.
but other than that, I'm thinking like, oh, well, and that I really haven't lived here in that in that in that bubble. I just, like I said, I just went through life just being and doing me, child. So those things, and it's nothing that I forgot. It's just that I never had that experience. I gave you my 3 experiences between Ireland, France, and not getting a job because a young teenager, they thought I was gay. You know, mom, that's a thought, and I am, and that's it. But it wasn't an issue for me.
Right. Yeah,
Well,
but I
I
think
think
that's also what is
that's like
like
why.
exactly. I was gonna say I think like um yeah, like that's also how it should be, you know, like obviously we don't want like every gay like inspiration or whatever to like be the person who struggled. Like there's something empowering about like the gay person you look up to who's like powerful and like knows their self-worth and like won't let anyone get in their way, you know?
For sure.
You know, guys, I think for me it was a thing that it wasn't a gay thing. It was just that you didn't like me. I
Mhm.
wasn't thinking then you didn't like me because he said it wasn't. He was afraid of what the parents, like what the parents would say about me,
Mhm.
and maybe now would be if that would happen now, girl, there'd be like 3,000 people outside the damn fucking office doors right now.
Absolutely.
500
Absolutely.
people outside the door. But for me, it was kind of like, oh well, and for me, I didn't take it as you didn't. It wasn't a black thing, a gay thing. You just didn't like me.
Mhm.
They may not. They may not, because it wasn't, he said, you know, we're afraid of what their parents may say.
Right.
And oh,
Yeah.
well, you know, no, child, please, bye. And that's what I
Yeah.
said. Why must we, in my TV meeting last week, my thing is, I would like to do a show where it is for, not necessarily for the gay people who have maybe 3 to 5 positions in television. And we know what those positions are. Do we here? So we're either decorators, hairdressers, clothing designers, makeup artists, hairstylists.
Mm-hmm.
But why can we have the gay congressman out there being the light, the garbage picker, the construction worker? They do exist. But why can't we have them brought to light for other gay people who don't want to do hair, makeup, design clothes, interior decorate, and
Right.
things like that? Why can we have something else that to mentor them, which I think can be difficult, and that only comes from people in the street asking me, how could I become this or that or the other? I'm not good at makeup. I'm not good at hair. I'm not good at, just go and do it. Just go apply for the job.
Mhm.
Just go apply for the job, get information, research. Everything that goes viral is not true. Or
Or
information for the matter. You know what I mean? Because people look at everything that goes viral, then that is the the word. No, some things are just done that are kind of crazy, that are funny, that people get misinformed about.
Mm-hmm.
And I think young people today, we have so many more um, things to look at with people in our community, you know, to inspire them, to help guide them, to help lead them into other things. I want to be an architect. You know, I want to repair the elevator in the building. I want to be an electrician. But can I be gay and do that? Yes, you can. You don't have to be a hairdresser or a makeup artist or a fashion designer in order to have success and happy. So find your happy.
Definitely.
Well, I think what was so inspiring to someone like me is that being gay was not the central focus of like your personality. You were just a normal person who also happened to be gay. And that for me growing up was very powerful. So I think that's what we were trying to say.
Yeah, no, and you said it. Yeah, you said it. You were trying to say you said it. No. But I was kind of going to it because I step out of it and I just think of the things that have, you know, as I travel through life and travel around the world, the things that people say, you know, to me, and I'm thinking like, we didn't like you, Miss J, because you were gay. We just liked you because you were being you.